Alright, this video is for Nicholas. Pretty sure you were asked about the fuel tanks here, how to remove them, and the shoulder parts here. So that's my custom one, the one you were asking about. Unfortunately, I don't have it in robot mode, nor do I feel like spending a half hour to transform it right now. But luckily I have that one to show. Here's the parts. And here's the tools I use. Not necessarily this one. My good straight one is gone, so I need to purchase a new, called a scratch-all. It's like an ice pick. Some people heat these up to remove the pins. I've never needed to do that, and I haven't broke one yet. I've removed quite a few. So I will support. Hold on, let me tell you something else first. These pins are put in one way. So you see the rough edge? That will be the end to go in. So I believe, yeah, I think you were asking about these pieces also on the forearm. So same thing here. Those are the pins that go in there. I have to look for evidence of a chewed up edge where they started the pin in to see which way to knock it out. I'm pretty sure those go that way. So you'll have to use the tool from this side. You have to get I had the arm apart in pieces. Took all the screws out, removed this, so I was just working with the forearm section. I could have it separate on my table. Support with a socket. I did it. It's nice if you have someone to help you. And you may need a smaller socket than that. But support this. Make sure the pin will go down in the opening of the socket. And then just gently tap it with this and a hammer. And then when it barely goes through and pokes out the other end, double check to make sure you have the rough edge sticking out. You can either continue to hammer it a little more, but most of these tools get too wide to continue up too far. So grab it with some needle nose, pull it out, some pliers. So same thing on all these little parts with pins. These parts are different. You can take these off. They just pulled off. You had to work them back and forth, and don't shove them off or they may break. So you had to gently rock it and work it out and pop it off. But it'll come off of that stud. So parts on this one, of course I removed a bunch of these. Grill, I sent it off to a guy, what was it, Chrome Tech USA. He chrome plated these parts. I removed them the same way, so I had them separate like this. I used rims from a Peterbilt semi-truck, 1/24 scale model. These, I want to say, were UFO company third-party aftermarket accessories. It transforms into the Buster Prime cannon. It's a copy of that, but it's not from an actual Buster Prime figure, even though it's the same thing. So I don't know how they get away with copying some of that stuff. And this is the oldest trick that we've all learned. I don't remember who started that to give them credit, but there's some old videos about the smokestacks. You can go to Walmart or somewhere and purchase these little makeup brushes for like $5. Unfortunately, you have to get all of them, but the smallest or mid-sized ones you can cut. I cut it with a Dremel tool at an angle and used some epoxy and slid it right over top the rubbery ones. So that's a nice little touch to make it look like a real smokestack. Those parts were removed and sent off for chrome plating. But I started this guy before Buster Prime, before all the other molds of this were available. So I would recommend starting with the Buster Prime or something with a little extra detail to it to customize. I started with the base model, the regular Revenge of the Fallen, Leader Class Prime. This is too, I don't know what happened to my original parts here, so these are some of my old ones that I had chrome painted with House of Color Cosmic Chrome. They used to be on this figure. I replaced them with the actual chrome plated ones. Mirrors came from the same model as the rims. These, yeah, those did too. I Dremel tooled those off and glued those over top the original steps. So they came off the model, the semi-truck model the rims came from. But then the tires came from 2007 Leader Class Optimus Prime. The rubber tires off of his rims. I think the back ones fit fine, then the front ones I had to cut in half, long ways. Vertical, whatever. If you have any other questions, I don't mind answering them. I hope that covered what you were wondering about. Have fun, create something nice. Post it, share it.